What's going on, family? It's your man, Dearest Teddy, and today, I got a few unique ones that I want to talk to you about. They're they're different, but they're good. I promise you. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Teddy Files. I am your host, Mr. Dearest Teddy, where we get into fragrance, we talk about fashion, we talk about healthcare, self care, self love, all that good stuff. Well, today we're going to be talking again about fragrance and a few of the unique ones that I have in my collection. So I got six of them here that I want to share with you guys. Like I said, they're pretty interesting fragrances. The first one I want to start with, I'm going to start with the boxes on these guys. First one I want to start with is Cafe by Frank Boclet. I know a lot of people say Frank Boclet. I was saying Frank Boclet for a while until somebody corrected me. So hey, that's how you say it. It's Frank Boclet. And I have his fragrance called Cafe. And like I said, this is a very interesting fragrance profile because it has the notes of coffee, bergamot, lemon, lily, rosemary, rose. There are a lot of really great notes in here, like sandalwood, patchouli, amber. But right at the top, it's an interesting smell because I don't think it's roasted coffee. I believe it's a coffee berry. Um, and I know you guys can't spray, but I always try to, spray it in the air and kind of check out the fragrance again for myself. Just it's very interesting. It's strong. Well, I tell you, it's gonna last. If you put this on your skin, it's gonna last. So be prepared to smell like this all day. And you got to be confident to wear this one, man. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, because it's not a mass appealing fragrance. It's not something that everybody's gonna like, but as long as you like it, that's the most important thing. Now it is creamy. It does smell very creamy. It has a smoothness to the back end of it as opposed to the edge. There's a strong edge, almost like a animalic type of, very very primal type of smell to it in the beginning at the top of the fragrance. But once you let it dry down on your skin, it's extremely pleasant, man. To me, I like it. I love it. It's one of those ones that at first, when I first sprayed it, I was like, okay, I just made a mistake. I'm not gonna like this. It's just gonna sit on the shelf. But I've found in my first wearing of it, I love the way it smelled, and I kept getting whiffs of it. So it has a nice sillage to it, but it's not to the point to where it's going to go past your arm's length. It's a little bit closer, more closer to the elbow length. That's how much more. That's how much sillage you'll get out of it. But people will smell you when you walk past. So what I'll say is this: if you want to be adventurous, get your hands on Cafe from Frank Beauclerc. So the next fragrance on the list is one that I purchased when I became a little bit more serious about my fragrance journey. There was a time where, man, I wasn't going to spend past $60 for a fragrance like that. Just seemed ridiculous to me to spend more than that. Hell, it seemed ridiculous to me to spend that, you know. But and then I started looking into other fragrances and just getting curious about other things, and I'm seeing things for like 120, 200, 300, $800. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm spending that kind of money just to spray something on me. And then I started to really think about it. Well, if this is something that you really like to do, and instead of just window shopping online all the time, pull the trigger on one of them. You're buying for yourself. Just go ahead. You deserve it. But the only thing is, some things have samples, some things don't. So I started looking into this company named Comme des Garçons, and they had a couple of interesting fragrances on there, and I got a few samples of them. And there was one specific one that was so unique that I had to get my hands on it, and that was Concrete by Comme des Garçons. And just so you know how interesting this fragrance is, the bottle the bottle is made out of concrete. Yeah, it's made out of concrete. So it's a very, very, once again, I'll say interesting, but it smells damn good. It smells damn good. Don't get me wrong. I know I keep saying interesting, but don't let that throw you off. This smells amazing. It's woody. It's a woody, spicy, but it's a lot more powdery than anything. Um, but it's soft yet edgy at the same time, if that makes any sense at all. But it's really smooth. It's a really, really smooth fragrance. Um, you have sandalwood in this. You got musk. You got cardamom. You got cloves, cumin, jasmine, cedar. I mean, They blended it so well that this is let you know, this is the bottle. Don't try to stand this up. It can't stand up. You pretty much have to either make something that's going to fit these if you're going to get stuff from Comme des Garçons, or you're going to have to keep the box. Well, I keep my boxes, so I don't have that problem. But this, once again, is a very, very, I'll show you the atomizer, a very interesting fragrance, man, with all of these flavors, all of these scents come together to just give you this very, very warm, powdery, masculine scent. Now, it can be unisex, but it leans a lot more masculine to me. So this one was about 120 bucks. So yeah, that in my early on my favorite fragrance journey, like I said, I didn't want to spend above 60 bucks, but I said I'm going to pull the trigger on this one because I'm going to treat myself. And the moment I decided to treat myself, that's when my fragrance journey just turned ridiculous. But it's okay because I absolutely love it. And I absolutely love this. So I recommend that you get your hands on Concrete by Comme des Garçons. The next fragrance on the list is by Afnan. Now, I have to make a confession. When I first thought about getting this fragrance, I was interested in the bottle a lot more than I was even thinking about the fragrance. So this was an absolute blind buy. But so far, everything I've gotten from Afnan, I got a couple from Afnan before I bought this one. They were on point. They were spot on. They were exactly what I expected from the fragrance. A few surprises here and there, but very pleasant surprises. So I figured, why not give this one a shot? And man, was I pleasantly surprised about this one as well. And that will be Afnan Highness Blue. So this one, so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about why I was interested in it because of the bottle. Man, look at this here. You see that? That's what I call craftsmanship. This is a beautiful bottle, and this thing is heavy, heavy in your hands. I'm telling you. Now, what I will say is this: there is no actual click on the top, so do not pick this up by the top. If you try to pick it up by the top, you're gonna break your bottle. It's gonna fall. But the top is also very heavy, very, very. I mean, Afnan, they just do things well, man. They do things really good. They have the writing and everything. See if I can get that thing to focus a little bit. They have the writing on the top. They have the medallion, the Afnan medallion right there in the middle of the bottle. But the fragrance itself, I mean, this is an ambery, woody, warm, spicy, earthy. I know that's a lot, but that's exactly what you get out of this one. It has a pretty good deal of sweetness to it. It's definitely a wintertime fragrance. You can, like I said, you can wear your fragrances whenever you want. But a lot of us fragrance reviewers, we give you this advice so that you won't make the mistake of wearing the wrong fragrance at the wrong time and the wrong venue, and you don't want to get noticed for being noticed for not smelling very well. So that's why we do it. We don't want you to walk in a room wearing a leather heavy fragrance with a bunch of caramels and vanillas, and it's the dead of it's the top of the summertime. That's not going to go over too well. This one is another one. You don't really want to wear this in the summer, but the winter is perfect. Man, this is, oh my goodness, I love this. I don't wear it a lot. I really need to revisit wearing this one. I promise you, this is a good one. Very good. Very, very. I mean, it's very masculine, but it's not so masculine to where it can't be mass appealing. I could say this could be considered mass appealing. I mean, you can catch a lot of the amber and the ambergris. It has ambergris. It has lavender, patchouli, black currant. That's where some of the sweetness is coming from with the black currant. Um, I would say that this get your hands on a bottle of this if you get a chance, if you get an opportunity to. They've been flying off the shelves. You got the green version. You can't not find Off-Non White anywhere. If you do not pay $300 or $400 for that. I would not pay this. I think I paid $75 for this. So you see the white one. I would love to get it, but I'm not willing to pay $300 for it. So just a word of caution: you shouldn't be paying $300 for one of these fragrances. But it is a good one, and it does last. It lasts pretty long in your skin. I will say that most of Off-Non fragrances that I've purchased, they seem to last. They tend to last all day on your skin. And this is no different. So get your hands on a bottle of Off-Non Blue. His Highness, the King. So the next fragrance that I have coming up is a warm, spicy, powdery fragrance. Man, and is it going to turn a lot of heads? I'm telling you. Um, it's it was from it's from a company called Habibi. I'm pretty sure if you know Habibi, if you have any of their fragrances, you absolutely love their fragrances. I got their earlier discovery set when it first came out, and I was about to pull the trigger on it. And man, then they came out with this. When they came out with this, that was a game changer for me, and that was the white Moroccan leather, man. Look, here's the bottle. And this is another one with a nice heavy top. Um, top's pretty heavy, but forget about the heaviness of the top, the weight of the top, and all that other stuff. We're talking about the smell of this fragrance. And when I tell you, and the reason that I'm pausing is because I really have to take my time with this one. This is sexy as hell. I'm telling you, this fragrance right here is sexy as hell. You want to turn heads, you want to get a reaction, you want to wear something that's your significant other is going to go crazy over. Put this on. Oh my goodness. White pepper, nutmeg, citrus, orris, sandalwood, amber, leather, patchouli, woody notes. All of that to me says I know what the hell I'm doing when I'm making a fragrance. And they know exactly what the hell they're doing making a fragrance. This is top notch, man. Look, if you've never heard of Habibi, please go out there and pull up their fragrances. They have several to choose from. They have some for men, they have some for women, they have beard products, all of that type of stuff. But this one, this is a masterpiece. To me, this is definitely a 4, maybe even 5 Teddy Paul right here. And that is White Moroccan Leather, man, by Habibi. Don't just take my word for it. Go get it. Get a sample. They have sample sets. The sample sets are about $25. Go on Habibi.com today and get yourself a sample set. I promise you, once you smell this, you're going to come back and say thank you. The next fragrance on the list is another Off-Non selection. Like I said, these guys, they just do fragrances right. It's a warm, woodsy citrus fragrance that's somewhat fruity, and that would be Off-Non Supremacy in Heaven. So this one here, once again, because if you're in the fragrance community, you're going to have some blind buys. And this was another blind buy because I liked Off-Non Supremacy Silver so much, and I like the Off-Non Supremacy Noir. I said, well, you know what? I'm going to give Heaven a try. Let me see what it smells like. And it knocked me off my feet. It truly did. It knocked me off my feet. This is the bottle, and I love the way that it just kind of fades in to it. It looks like it's from heaven. Just call it what it is. But the smell, yeah, I guess it could be heavenly. Yeah, I know. Don't shoot me over that. Anyway, it smells damn good. Man, this is another one. This is you smell the sweetness from it, and it just smells airy and powdery and musky. And it's another one that is somewhat winter, more of a fall. You can do it spring and summer. It has enough green in it to where you can do. It's almost an all weather scent. Definitely leans a little bit more sweet than anything. It has mandarin orange, bergamot, black currant. That's where all your sweetness is coming from, and your citrus and your zestiness has green tea, and I believe that's what kind of smooths it out a little bit. The green tea, you got your sandalwood, your woodsy notes, your musk. The sandalwood probably adds that little creamy element that you catch a little bit more towards the back, but that's all to say this is well put together into an amazing scent that you and anyone around you would enjoy. So if I were you, I would definitely recommend that you go get your hands on Off Supremacy in Heaven. So the last one on the list is one that I just got, I just wore, and now I just love. I'll be the first to tell you, I don't like rose. I am not a fan of rose. I don't think anybody should wear it. I didn't like it at all until it just goes to show you how your senses mature over time. Until I wore this, and now men wearing rose, I was never like, why would a man want to wear anything that smells like roses? Like, what the heck's going on with that? Until I wore this. And that would be, I'm not even going to bring the box up for this, man. I'm just going to bring up the fragrance. I'll show you the box. But the fragrance itself, this is, I'm going to butcher this name, Bade Al Oud Amethyst. And this is a rose forward fragrance. And I'm a fan. I'm a fan. It's rose, it's oud, it's vanilla, it's soft and spicy. I mean, it is a damn good fragrance. I mean, it's another one that when I first started to really to smell it on my skin, I said, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot because I'm loving the way that the blend is coming through. But man, when I gave it a full wearing, I will be the first to admit I was absolutely wrong. Men can and probably should wear rose fragrances because this one has pink pepper, bergamot, Turkish rose, Bulgarian rose, I believe, jasmine, uh, oud wood, vanilla, and amber. And the blend, the mix, whoever the perfumer is, look, I'll give you one. I'll give you this because this one, it got me to like wearing rose. And I didn't think that would happen at any point. But once again, once your senses mature, you get more mature about the fragrance that you're willing to wear. Things such as this, such as gems like this. And this is from Latafa. This is a Latafa fragrance. And when you get your hands on gems like this, I mean, you can actually just look at the craftsmanship. I mean, this is along the side of the bottle. This is the top here, man. They give a damn about what they do when it comes to their fragrances. This is a masterpiece once again. Like I was saying about the other one, I'll say that about this one as well because it got me to like rose. Like I said, I don't like rose. I'm not a rose fan. I don't even like smelling fresh roses, but I like this one. This one's amazing. So if you get an opportunity to, I would highly recommend that you go out and get Bade Al Oud Amethyst by Latafa. Check it out. So that's all the time I have for today's video. Please go into the chat room and tell me what you thought about it. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to help the Teddy Files grow. And remember, in the next couple of weeks, I want to keep reminding you guys, be ready to join the SOS Club. My big fellas, my thick fellas, my thick madams. Be ready. It's coming. And once again, my name is Mr. Diaz Teddy, and I don't do stink. So please, don't be a stink ass. Have a good day.